Good evening, race fans, and welcome back to another Tuesday night for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. Tonight, they take on the high speed, the high banks of Talladega Super Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight as practice is just getting ready to wrap up here. Just got a little over 2 minutes here left to go. But right now, we got Zach Lindgren in the top spot with a 48.978. Scott Watson second with a 48.992. Brian L. Jones in third with a 48.995. Brad D. Peters fourth with a 49.007. And rounding out the top five here in practice, we got John Creighton with a 49.620. Let's go ahead and get down to the standings here, where they sit coming into tonight. Zach Lindgren in the top spot with 142 points. Jared Rashawn in second with 136, 6 behind Zach. Walker Thomas third with 132 points, 10 behind the leader and 4 behind Jared. Brian L. Jones in fourth, 126 points, 16 behind the leader and 6 behind Walker. We got Brad D. Peters in fifth, 124 points, 18 behind the leader and 2 behind Brian. Scotty Grove back in the sixth spot, 123 points, 19 behind the leader, 1 behind Brad. Nathan Yarnell in seventh, 118 points, 24 behind the leader, 5 behind Scotty. We got Bradley Williams in eighth spot, 90 points, 52 behind the leader, I should say, 28 behind Nathan. In ninth, we got Aiden Kirker, 84 points, 58 behind the leader, 6 behind Bradley. And Josh Duke rounding out the top 10 here in the standings with 83 points, 59 behind the leader, 1 behind Aiden. Dylan Williams 11th with 71 points, 71 behind the leader, and 12 behind Josh. Tom Bourne in 12th, 62 points, 80 behind the leader, and 9 behind Dylan. We got William Rucker here in 13th, 86 points, 56 points, I should say, 86 behind the leader, and 6 behind Tom. 14th, we got Justin Sumner, 55 points, 87 behind the leader, 1 behind William. James Lingriven, 54 points, 88 behind the leader, 1 behind Justin. John Creighton in 16th, 53 points, 89 behind the leader, 1 behind James. Lance Anthony here in 17th spot, 45 points, 97 behind the leader, 8 behind John. Scott Watson 18th, 44 points, 98 behind the leader, 1 behind Lance. Andrew Frazier in 19th with 39 points, 103 behind the leader, and 5 behind Scott. And then rounding out the top 20, we got Shane sitting here with 31 points, 111 behind the leader, and 8 behind Andrew. Well, as they get ready to go into qualifying, folks, we are going to go ahead and step away, play our national anthem. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back as qualifying is underway here for these guys, and they're just getting out here to get their laps in, as right now we have Brad Peters out here on track, and we also have Scott Watson here on track, Jared Rashawn out here on track. Like I said, these drivers are just getting their out laps in. Their time should be rolling out here pretty soon. Walker Thomas, he's out here as well. Tom Bourne's out here on track in that 06 machine. Just waiting for these guys to get their first official lap in. Zach Lindgren here with a 53.115 on his first lap. And he's looking to lay down a faster lap here on the second lap. I don't know how it is. Well, actually, I do know how it is with these cars. If you do it right, the first lap's actually the quickest. Unless iRacing changed that. That's the way it was, anyway. Little Easter egg there for anybody who hasn't raced at Talladega. When you qualify, you kind of trick it to where the first lap is the quickest lap. But Zach coming here to complete his second lap, and that'll put him a 53.1 flat. And that is good enough for second right now, as Brad Peters is going to go ahead and jump up to the top spot there with a 53.021. Jared Rashond in second. You got Walker Thomas out here with a 53.066. Put him up into the fourth spot. Scott Watson in eighth. The 53.131. You got Tom Bourne here sitting in 10th with a 53.549 on his first lap, looking to improve that on his second lap. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight for Extreme Racing TV for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series, as they are getting ready to get underway here at Talladega Super Speedway. Going to be an exciting race here tonight. A lot of 2 wide, and I would not rule out 3 wide and the possibility of a 4 wide situation. We got John Creighton out here on track. Looks like he's just on his out lap right now. Bronson Stafford. I think I said his first name right. Bronson. First lap with a 53.645. And he's looking to move up there from the 15th spot. Lima here in the 4th spot on his first lap. And he's just going to go ahead and come down pit road. We got John and Bronson here. Bronson's going to lay down a 53.040, put him in the 4th spot. Now we're just waiting for John Creighton and Jeremy Brown, as qualifying is going to go ahead and wrap up before they can go ahead and lay down a time. So we are going down to the starting grid here tonight. So let's go ahead and pull up the starting grid here this evening for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour here at Talladega. Grabbing the pole here this evening in that 06 machine, Tom Bourne with a 53.006. Congratulations, Tom, on grabbing the pole here tonight. Starting on the outside of him in second, the 45 of Brian L. Jones. In row number 2, we have the 05 of Brad D. Peters. Starting third and back and forth, the 51 of Matthew Rodriguez. In row number 3, we got the 61 of Bronson Stafford starting fifth. In sixth spot, we got the 01 of Lima Carlson. In row number 4, we got the 38 Shane. I got to try to learn his last name. I'm not even going to try that. There's too much going on there. Shane in the 38 starting 7th. Jared Rashond in the 60 starting 8th. In row number 5, Matt Murr in the 72 starting 9th. The 39 of Aiden Kirker is going to roll off 10th. In row number 6, the 6th machine of Nathan Smith is going to roll off 11th. Walker Thomas in the 12 machine is going to roll off 12th. Matching his car number here tonight. Back in row number 7, we got the 15 of Nathan Yarnell rolling off 13th. The 85 of Zach Lindgren going to roll off 14th. In row number 8, the 116 of Bradley Williams is going to roll off 15th. The 14 of Scott Watson is going to roll off 16th. 17th, we got the 66 of John R. Creighton. And 18th, the 55 of Scotty Grove. And 19th, the 57 of Alexander Alexander is going to roll off 19th. Jeremy B. Brown is going to roll off 20th in the 88 machine. In row 11, the 52 of Lance Anthony is going to roll off 21st. In 22nd, we got the 32 of Josh Duke. And that will complete the starting grid here tonight for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. We'll go ahead and get on to the pace car here. As these drivers are grading up, getting behind the pace car 2x2, getting ready to get around the track and grab those belts tight. Get ready for some high speed, high action here in Alabama, here at Talladega Superspeedway. Let's go ahead and see if we cannot give you guys the weather report real quick here. And the weather report here at Talladega is 83 degrees, clear skies, track temp 120 degrees, humidity 40%, winds coming out of the southeast at 4 to 5 miles an hour, no fog in the area, and no rain in sight. So let's go ahead and get ready to go racing here. Looks like we got 4 out there watching, 5 out there watching right now. Thank you all for tuning in here for another exciting race here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, as the pace car is going to go ahead and dive off to the safety of pit road, and it's going to be in Tom Bourne's hands here. Well, actually, Barney the Flagman is going to be in control here at the start of the race. Waiting for him to wave that green flag, and we will go ahead and get this show on the road, and green flag is out. And we are racing here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series over here on iRacing. Here, coming out of turn number 1. Looks like right now the outside line actually has the momentum. That would be the 45 of Brian Jones, getting a good push there from the 51 Matthew Rodriguez, as he's just going to go ahead and try to go to the outside. But Tom is going to go ahead and drop it down on the inside. Well, actually not Tom, Brian. In front of Tom. And coming down to complete the first lap here. And it looks like give that lap to Brian there. First lap led to him. And we go ahead and get back a little bit further here with Matt Murr. With Aiden Kirker there on his outside. In that 39 machine. Looks like we have 21 drivers out here tonight, as we have a wreck going on up in the front. We will have to go ahead and take a look to see what happened there. Let's go ahead and whoop, didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead here and see if we cannot find out what happened. I might have to hit it back one more time. And I think that was the 45. Gotta find Brian here. Let's get on a TV1 cam here. And it looked like, yes, that's what it was. Bumper hook there from the 06 on the right corner panel. And put him right up into the outside wall. And it just wrong place, wrong time, especially here early on in the race. You don't want to see the big one happen here at Talladega early on. But see Aiden Kirker involved in that big time. They do get a fast repair here tonight. So I would expect, especially Aiden Kirker, I think there's a few others that got heavily damaged here. They're going to come down pit road and get service. As you can see, Aiden still has not come down pit road. Same with the 60 machine of Jared Rashawn. He has not come down quite yet. Josh Duke here in the 32. He looks all right. No, he does have a little crinkle. He's coming down a close pit. Brad Peters, actually pit road is open. Never mind. Tom Bourne's on pit road. You got Brian Jones, Matthew Rodriguez on pit road. Got anyone else? Yeah. Bronson's on pit road. Lima is on pit road. Jared is on pit road. Jared's got some pretty heavy front end damage there. Not taking the fast repair. Looks like Aiden Kirker has taken his fast repair. That 18th spot right now. Then you got the 6 of Nathan Smith here, right behind Aiden Kirker, getting service on his machine. But you got Scott Watson up here into the top spot here early on in the race. We're only on lap 4 of 60 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Sport Cup Series. Hate to see the big one happen here early on in the race, but it is the product of Pack Racing, drafting these next-gen cars. You're not careful where you're pushing the car, it can and will go bad for you. Looks like we got 7 out there watching right now, and 1 like. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. As now it looks like from second on back, they're going to come down, and I think they're just going to go ahead and come down and top off their tanks here. Scott Watson is the only driver not to come down pit road. I do like that 38 machine Shane, the green and black prime Toyota Camry. I don't like the Toyota part, but I do like the scheme on that. Bright green with the black. But they have the 1 to go, I do believe. It looks like your top 5 is going to be Scott Watson in the 14, Bradley Williams in second, Lance Anthony third, Jeremy B. Brown fourth, Alexander fifth, Nathan Smith sixth, Brad D. Peters seventh, Josh Duke eighth. Actually, Scotty Grove eighth, Josh Duke ninth, and then Walker Thomas ran out the top 10. I said top 5. I went ahead and decided to go through the top 10 instead because I had time. It is a super speedway. And time is on your side when the pace car is out going at a very slow 65 miles an hour. So we're going to go ahead and wait for the pace car dive off to the safety of pit road once more. Once more, it's going to be in Scott Watson's hands here, coming to the restart. of Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series race at Talladega, and we had a Confuri restart there. Not sure exactly what happened, but that is very interesting, as Bradley Williams has the help there on the outside with Jeremy Brown there, giving him a good push on the outside. So put Bradley up to the top spot for 8 now, as they're all getting single file here. The first one on the outside is that 52 of Lance Anthony. As they say that, Hayden Kirker there, that 39, he was just involved in that big one there on the first caution. He's up here in the 4th spot. He is wasting no time. He's like, I got to get up to the top. Got to get up to the front. Got to get away from the mid-pack here. But looks like only 2 cars out there. The inside is going to prevail, as Bradley Williams is going to go ahead and lead himself a lap here tonight. And it looks like we got some 3-wide action going on back here. Way back here. I think that might be... Well, they were 3-wide, but now they're back down to 2-wide. Yeah, they're still 3-wide here. It looks like that is the 57 machine. So let's get on Alexander here. He's stuck in the middle. Some call it the sucker hole, but he looks like he's got some friends in front of him with Lance and Aiden Kirker, so he's going to be able to get around. As they're doing a lot of fishtailing here in the mid to the back of the pack. Between going to the bottom to the top, and that almost cost. Oh, we are going to... Who is that fishtailing? Is that the 6th of Tom Bourne? And we are wrecking again up in the front. Is that Matt or Josh? They're still wrecking up here. So let's go ahead and take a look to see what happened here. There was a lot that unfolded here. And Walker came down. He was on the apron, but they were already wrecking in front of him. Let's see here if we cannot. Find out exactly where that happened at. I think right here with the 14. Scott Watson. Let's go ahead and do a chase cam here. Do a far chase. And I think he was hoping that he was gonna be clear of that 32 of Josh Duke, and he was not. He had a little bit of a run going there on the inside, and was hoping to get there on the outside. Josh was going to be clear by the time he got to make that move, but unfortunately, that was not the case here tonight. So that would bring out our second caution here. Second early caution, only on lap 9 here of 60. Looks like we got more drivers coming down pit road. Like Aiden Kirker's on pit road. At Scotty Grove on pit road with the DNTV. Walker Thomas almost got into the side there. Got Zach Lindgren on pit road as well. Bradley Williams has not. He's been out here 7 laps. Same with Jeremy B. Brown. Nathan Smith, he's been out here 7 laps as well. Nathan Yarnell, 6 laps. And Lima Carlson, he's been out here 6 laps as well. I would expect maybe possibly as the 15 there of Nathan Yarnell tries to take out the pit Exicone. I would expect possibly these top 5 to come down here right before they get the one to go. Looks like we got 6 out there watching. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight at Extreme Racing TV here for the Wednesday night Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series here tonight at Talladega Super Speedway. And so far, it has not lacked in action. We've had the big one already happen here on, I think that was lap 2. And here we are, lap 8, had another caution take place. Coming down the back straightaway going into turn number 3. See here if we cannot possibly find somebody to... I don't know if I want to interview anybody. I think tensions might be a little high right now. But I do have a suspect. Should be getting 2x2 here as the pace car lights are off. Go ahead and re-rack them and go at it again for another stint here. Hopefully the jitterbugs are out of all the drivers' systems now. We can get a pretty good green flag run in here. But it is, product of super speedway racing. You never know. Some weeks it can go very good for you. Other weeks it's just one of them things that's like, I just can't get a break. And right now, a few drivers have been in that situation here early on. But it looks like the only driver still on pit road is that 45 of Brian Jones. Well, actually, he's out of pit road now. Everybody's on the lead lap still, so that's good to see. We go ahead and get ready to get that pace car off the safety of pit road, and it will be in Lima Carlson's hands here. We go ahead and get ready. Well, actually, Bradley Williams, I should say. Sorry. So go ahead and get ready to go back green flag racing here. And the green flag is back out. Bradley's back on the loud pedal. We are back underway here at Talladega, the virtual Talladega over here on iRacing for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And it looks like right now, pretty good restart there. A lot of 2x2 from first all the way to, I'd say, 8th spot there with Aiden Kirker in that 39 machine. But here comes the second pack with Scott Watson and company right behind them, and they're already doing the fishing. And looks like everybody's going to keep it pretty calm for right now, which is good to see. As Jeremy B. Brown is up into the top spot, and he's going to come down the start-finish line. He's going to lead himself his first lap up 18 spots from where he started the race here tonight. That's another thing with super speedway racing. It really doesn't matter where you qualify, as long as you or at the right place at the right time, anything can happen. Is Nathan Yarnell is giving him a hella push down the back straightaway. And really working on that right side of that car. If I'm Jeremy, I'm telling him, stay off my right side. Hit me right square in the back. Now, the sixth machine of Nathan Smith is up to the top spot with a pretty good push there from the 05 of Brad Peters. But Brad is going to hang him out to dry, and I think Brad is going to go ahead and lead that lap. Yes, he is going to go ahead and lead that lap as we're 3 wide here for second with Alexander, and we got Nathan, and that Aiden Kirker? Yes, Aiden Kirker's up here. Up to second now as we're 4 wide back here in the pack. Oh, man. It lasted just for a brief second, but we were 4 wide, folks. Now, the only thing we need to check off the bucket list is 5 wide. We've had our 2 wide. We've had our 3 wide. We've had our 4 wide. So, when you get that 5 wide, I don't know. Looks like Brad is still up in that top spot, but he's getting some pressure there down on the inside. That would be the 61 of Bronson Stanford. He's going to go ahead and take the top spot for right now. With the 9 machine, well, it's the 9 on the car, but it's actually the 38. Now he's going to go up to the outside of him, and he's going to go ahead and get around that 61. Or try to anyway, as I think he's going to get left in the sucker hole, and he's going to go ahead and drop back. He's got a little bit of help there with the... Who is that? With him. Well, doesn't matter. He's back down to the inside now. We got Bronson. He's going to lead. Well, try to lead this lap. We got Brad Peters here. As my internet decided to go ahead and cut out there for a brief second. I do believe Brad might have got that lap. I don't know. Must be a 9 o'clock thing with Spectrum. Well, somebody led that lap. It was either Brad or Bronson, one of the two. But now we got Aiden Kirker up to the top, second spot, I should say. Looking to get up to the top spot. You got to try to find his way around that 05 of Brad Peters. Look out on the outside. You got the, as I say that, Brad went up to block that run with Alexander getting a pretty good run there with the 15 of Nathan giving him a good push. So we got 8 of you out there watching. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight for the Crown Athletics Racing Tours. We're 3 wide. Somebody just brushed the wall down the back straightaway. I think that was the 52 or the 32 of Josh Duke or Lance Anthony, one of the two. One of them guys hit the wall. And I think if I was a bet man, it was the 52 of Lance Anthony because it looked like he brushed the wall again coming into 3 and 4. As we're 3 wide up here for the lead. Well, was. Now it's more for 4th. Looks like we're 3 wide. 1, 2, 3 rows deep right now. Soon to be 4 rows deep. There's a Bruin. We got 4 wide here. Down the back straightaway. And now we're back down to 2 wide. But this is where the action's at right here. Right about mid-pack. So, if I'm sitting here from, it looks like about 8 spot on back, I would not be comfortable right now with the 3-4 wide going on. But they're keeping it clean. This is the longest run we've had so far here tonight. Still a lot of swaying going on here. I think that was the 32 of Josh Duke. Still, the top 2 is Brad, D. Peters, Aiden Kirker, Jared Rashawn 3rd. You got Bronson 4th, Alexander 5th, Jane 6th, Nathan Yarnell 7th, Nathan Smith 8th, Scotty Grove 8th now, Nathan Smith 9th, and John Creighton rounding out the top 10. And another thing to keep in mind, too, these drivers cannot make it on fuel. I don't believe so. They've been out here, some have been out here 18 laps, some have been out here 20. The majority have been out here about 11 or 12 laps, as we got more chaos looking to ensue here. Nathan. Going up all the way up to the top. I think he might have touched the wall, and if he did, well, we got more 3 wide, almost at 4 wide. These drivers here are just going at it, trying to get every kind of real estate they can and going nowhere fast. Well, actually, they're going somewhere fast, but when it comes to gaining positions, they're not going anywhere too fast. And it looks like they're still... Man, Josh is all over the back end of there, the 15 and Nathan. Just trying to do anything and get some kind of momentum. If I was the 2 of them, I would drop it down and try to get the draft there of... Who's that in front of him? The 06 of Tom Bourne. Oh, no, that's not Tom. Tom is on the outside. All by him's lonesome. He's going to be back there with him now pretty quickly. Go ahead, get up here with Shane here in 4th spot. Well, 5th now. Looks like Aiden Kirker has found his way around the 05 or Brad E. Peters. But is he going to be able to come down and lead at the start-finish line, as it looks like we got the 57 there going to the outside, falling back a couple spots, but he's going to get some help there. As we have another big wreck here tonight. That will bring out our 3rd caution. So let's go ahead, take a look back here to see what unfolded here. It happened right here at this checkup. And right there, the 60 with Jared. Let's go ahead and get on a chase cam. And yep, that's what it was. Another right rear hook. And he was able to maintain it. 88 though, I think. Yep. Just a chain reaction there. Jared had nowhere to go but to get into the right side of Jeremy there, and unfortunately, Jeremy just wrong place, wrong time. So let's see here if we cannot find somebody to pick on here. And we're going to go ahead and pick on 05 Brad Peters. He's in Elite Motorsports. Actually, we're going to wait for him to make his pit stop. And then we're going to go ahead and get him up into the broadcast booth, give him a little interview, just get a little insight of what's going on here on the racetrack here tonight. Looks like we got 9 watching out there tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series here at Talladega. It's definitely been an eventful one. And we're going to go ahead and get some driver insight here as we're going to go ahead and move the 05 machine. Brad D. Peters up here in the broadcast booth. Well, Brad, go ahead and talk about the race here so far. You know, a lot of action here early on. You know, do you think you're going to be able to keep that car out into the front here? Or do you have a different plan here coming about halfway?
Yeah, so far it's been pretty crazy. Just trying to get things assorted with our teammates. But I feel like we can keep our car up here. It's pretty fast. Got some good teammates to work with. Right now, just looking at the numbers on fuel, it's pretty close. But so far, it's been clean for me, but for some of our teammates, not so much. But still got a long way to go here.
Yeah, still got a long way to go. Like I said, you guys haven't even hit halfway yet. But pretty soon here, about 4 or 5 laps here, you guys will be hitting halfway. And you know, hopefully you can keep that car clean. And I mean, we've seen a big one happen in the front. We've seen accidents happen mid-pack. So I don't think anywhere is actually safe. It's just a matter of just being at the right place, right time. So good luck to you, Brad. And hopefully we see you in victory lane here once that checker flag comes out.
I do appreciate it. We'll definitely try our best to win it.
All right, Brad, go get him.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Well, that was Brad Peters getting a little insight there on his race. He definitely has a good outlook, I should say, on the what he's expecting here to unfold. Hopefully, he can keep that car up front. He definitely feels like he has the car capable of doing that. Down the back straightaway, folks. Getting ready to gear up and get back racing here at Talladega. But before they do that, folks, you know, if you haven't already, if you're new to watching this channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you go ahead and get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live. pace car is going to dive off to the safety of pit road. We are going to go ahead, get back racing here tonight. As it is in Aiden Kirker's hands here, coming to the green flag. Green flag is back out. We are back underway here at Talladega for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series. And right now, Aiden and Brad got a really good restart. But that could also pose a problem. Pack coming behind them. And I would expect here at 14 of Scotty Grove. Well, as they say that, they got broke up there on the outside. A lot of fishing back and forth there with the 116 of Bradley Williams. He's going to go to the outside. They're going to be 3 wide going through the trial over here. We got contact there on the inside. That is the 57 of Alexander there. We got people up into the wall. And the 116 of Bradley Williams here is going to fall all the way back to 22nd, lose the draft. We are staying green. Let's go ahead here and take a look. We can find out exactly what car that was. That was Bradley Williams. See what happened to him. It looked like it was him and the 72 just got together there, rode the wall there for a little bit, and Bradley fell all the way back, lost the draft. So now we got a little bit of a break up here, a little bit of a 2-pack going on. Here to 45 of Brian Jones. He's going to be Walker Thomas here. The 12 machine is going to be one of the cars on the tail end of this pack, and then we go ahead and jump back to the 06 of Tom Bourne here. Got Tom Bourne and Bronson here. Those two cars poured together, and then you got a little bit more of a gap. Lance is by himself. Matt Murr, Zach Lindgren, and Jeremy Brown here. We're going to go ahead and get up to Lance, and we'll see here if Lance is going to go ahead and let them go on the outside. He is not even a fight. He's just going to go ahead and pick up the tail end of the draft here with these guys. And once those 4 get together, you're going to go ahead and get up to Bronson and Tom. Back up here to the front, Aiden Kirker going to lead himself another lap. Put him up to 7 laps led here tonight. Nice spot from where he started the race. But Brad Peters, he's going to go ahead and take the outside there and go ahead and grab the lead over his teammate Aiden Kirker, but Josh Duke is also looking to get himself up to the front in that 32 John Deere machine. God, should have picked on him on the caution. Why isn't your John Deere green? Why is it this weird color? Looks like we got 11 out there watching now. 2 likes. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got 3 wide going through the tri-oval. Bumping and banging through the tri-oval. Trying to speak so fast I can't even get the words out right. But we got 3 wide, 2 rows deep. We've already seen 4 wide slide a few times here tonight. I would not be surprised because we got 4 people up into the wall down the back straightaway. These 3 here are really riding the wall, literally. Just about as close as you can get to the wall without touching it. But then again, on the back straightaway, I forget, it looked like it was multiple cars that were up into the wall brushing it. And they're going to go ahead and look like they're going to fall back. As now, you got from first all the way to, I believe, yes, the 45 of Brian Jones, as we got the 66 machine. John Creighton going around and wrecking. That will bring out our caution here tonight. No name John. He did not race, so it did not populate his name. We're going to go ahead and see what happened here to John. And it looked like somebody decided. That's the 01 Lima. Go ahead and get a far chase here. Oh, nope. That was netcode that initiated that. But you could definitely tell there from this angle, it came down and it's just one of those things that even though he wasn't trying to get into 66, it's just one of them situations to where iRacing deemed that it probably would have happened. So unfortunate to see that unfold here, but it is one of the scenarios you got to deal with when you're racing online with competitors, is the dreaded netcode. So I would expect, we did hear Brad talk about them being close on fuel, as Aiden's going to go ahead and stay out, but it looks like we got Nathan Arnell coming down pit road and a few others. Josh Duke stayed out. And for those Boston fans, congratulations on your Celtics moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan, and unfortunate for me, my team got depleted. Had 3 starters out tonight. Mitchell, Allen, and Levert were all out. So just to even make that a game here tonight, that was impressive for those guys. So congrats to the Cavs for having a good playoff run. Not what they wanted to have happen here at the end of the playoffs, but still a young team, still learning, still growing. Definitely going to be interesting to see what happens to Donovan Mitchell here in the offseason. Does he stay? Does he go? If I was a bet man, he's gone. Just my opinion. But that's why they have an off-season and all that. But congratulations to the Celtics moving on. And definitely going to have some time to rest and watch and see who their next opponent's going to be for the Eastern Conference Finals. But we still got some racing to take place here tonight. And we're going to go ahead, and I do believe we're going to get the one to go here next time by. Thank you all for tuning in once again. Go BCM 55 and the 6. Let's see here. Scotty Groves is in third. And Nathan Smith is back here in fifth. So, definitely some good picks there. Both of them right here in the top five, and just a little over halfway through the race here tonight. So I would expect those drivers to definitely be ones to keep their, your eye on here in the latter part of the race, as well as Aiden Kirker, Alexander here in second, restarting on the outside there of the 39. Scotty Grove, one of them drivers that Justin's going for, and Nathan Smith rounding out the top five. Scott Watson here in fourth, Jeremy Brown sixth, Tom Boren seventh, Nathan Yarnell eighth, Jared Rashawn ninth, and Matt Murr rounding out your top 10 here at Talladega. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for this pace car to make that dreadful slow crawl down the back straightaway. I know when the caution's out here at a track like this, and I'm a driver, it's dreadfully boring. Just to be behind that wheel and you're just, like driving down a interstate, but you can't go 70. But we're going to go ahead and get that pace car off pit road. We're going to go ahead and let these guys get those engines purring again. Go ahead and wait for that pace car dive off the safety of pit road one more time. It is going to be in Aiden Kirker's hands here. Wait for Aiden to get back on to the loud pedal. And we are back, green flag racing here, folks. Coming to lap 38 of 60 here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series at Talladega Super Speedway Racing, and it has been eventful so far. Oh man, we're gonna have another caution there. I think that was, get on the 14 there, Scott Watson. We were just talking about him, and unfortunately, not the restart he wanted to have. Why isn't not working? Okay, get on Scott. Do a replay. Come on. There you go. Way to go. Hit that one more time because it took so long. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to change the view, actually. We're going to go to a far chase. And I think it might have been a bump draft from the bump push from the 88. Man, that's... Yeah, just a little tag there on the left rear. And unfortunate. Just one of those things you gotta... I mean, you could technically bump draft in the turn, but you have to get it so dead on. There is like very, very little room for error. But it could be done. But like I said, it's so... The room for error is very, very small. It's like trying to hit a baseball when it's coming at you at 98 miles an hour. You don't have much time to get it right. So it looks like would not expect Aiden Kirker to come down pit road, and he is not going to come down pit road. Same with Scotty Grove. He's not going to come down pit road. Nathan Smith is going to stay out. Alexander staying out. Jared Rashawn staying out. Walker Thomas, he's going to go ahead and stay out. Matt Murr here in 8th spot. He's going to come down pit road. Matthew Rodriguez staying out. And Nathan Yarnell coming down pit road. Looks like everybody else behind him, Zach Lindgren and company. Nathan Yarnell. Got Shane down pit road. Bronson sitting here on pit road. I think he's 6 laps down. You got Jeremy Brown here 2 laps down. Unfortunate there for Jeremy. He's been in a few accidents here tonight. Definitely not the kind of night he wanted to have here at Talladega. Looks like we got 9 people out there watching. Thank you guys for tuning in here tonight. As always, it's a pleasure to put on a broadcast here each and every night I'm able to. And to have the Crown Athletics Racing Tour have me on board for this season here for the Cup Series. Definitely a pleasure. And for those that don't know, we have another broadcast coming up tomorrow night for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour. And they are going to go ahead and take on the Indy 500 in the Indy cars tomorrow night right here on Extreme Racing TV. So you definitely want to tune in for that one. Don't want to miss that. Definitely going to be an exciting race, action-packed, just like tonight is. Those cars are going to go a lot faster than what these Cup cars are doing here tonight. Definitely going to be exciting. Definitely going to want to tune in and watch that. But right now, we still got 21 laps here. Going to be coming to 20 laps to go here at the start-finish line. I do believe the pace car lights are going to go off this time by. And we're going to go ahead and get them 2 by 2. And we're going to go ahead and get back green flag racing. Hopefully. We gotta wait here for the pace car to pass that start finish line and see here if iRacing is going to give us the 1 to go signal. And I do believe that is taking place here. So yes, we will be going green next time by. One of these weeks, I'm going to figure out how to do polls in chat. Once I figure out how to do that, we're going to go ahead and get some polls put up for each race, different poll each race. But until I can figure that out, we're just stuck with the old-fashioned chat. Just go through the top 5 here real quick. Aiden Kirker first, Scotty Grove second, Nathan Smith third, Alexander fourth, and Jared Rashawn rounding out your top 5. As Aiden is taking a scenic route down the back straightaway. He's trying to find a road course here at Talladega. Just to give you an example here, Aiden Kirker's best lap was a 49.145. His last lap was over 2 minutes long, at 2 minutes 17 seconds. Definitely not a pleasant feeling when you're behind the wheel and you're going a lap just a little over 2 minutes. But that is all coming to an end here for all these drivers out here on track as the pace car is off the safety of pit road once more. And Aiden Kirker is in control. Wait for that 39 machine to get in that restart zone, get back on the loud pedal. See if we can go ahead and get a good restart here and a good shootout end the race here tonight. As the green flag's back out, we are back underway here tonight. Aiden Kirker getting a good jump. 6 machine and Nathan Smith right behind him getting a pretty good jump as well. And Scotty, 55 machine, got one of the better restarts there on the outside. And it looks like the outside's pretty organized here this time. Man, They're still pushing pretty hard there. Somebody might want to give them the memo that 7 out of 10 times that does not end well. As they were able to get in front of Aiden Kirker, and Aiden's going to go ahead and jump to the outside. And coming down to the start-finish line, it looks like Scotty is going to go ahead and lead his first lap here in that 55 machine. Justin, one of the guys you're going for, BCM, 55 Road, is going to go ahead and lead his first lap. But Aiden Kirker fighting back there on the outside. You got Walker Thomas right behind him. He's in third, and who is that diving down? That's the 57 of Alexander, diving it down. He's checking up and allow him to get back up onto the track. Good driving by everybody to regroup here. Alexander. Aiden Kirker back up to the top spot. We got some 2, 3, almost 3 wide going on behind them. Got a little bit of a 3-pack going on here, but here comes that 15 of Nathan. He's going to get a good run. He's going to take it to the outside there. Scotty Grove's going to go with him. Matt Lindgren. He's making a charge back up to the front in that 85 machine. Back to that top spot. Oh, he hasn't led a lap yet. He's looking to get up to the top spot and go ahead and get himself one of them laps led here tonight. He's hoping to make it one of those laps towards the end of the race. He's got a clean car and he's got some good help behind him with the 05 of Brad Peters. As coming down the start-finish line, Zach Lindgren, go ahead and chalk him up for a lap lead here tonight. Now it looks like we got Zach, Brad, Lima Carlson, 1, 2, 3. And if I'm not mistaken, Zach and Brad and Lima are all teammates. Same with Aiden Kirker. Aiden Kirker's back here in 10th, though. So your top 3 are teammates. First and third, they're all on the same team. Got Matt here. He's on... He's not in here, so I don't know what team he's on. You got Alexander here rounding out the top 5. So we got 2x2 racing going on. But right now, the inside line is not organized. Really, I don't think there's a line you could say is organized other than the front 3. The front 3 are organized, but the 38/9 is getting the outside going here. As now he's got a little help there from the 39 of Aiden Kirker. He's on the outside there, giving a good push to the 38 there of Shane. Coming out of the trial oval, coming to the start-finish line. Zach Lindgren's going to go ahead and lead himself another lap, as now he's got a fight for the lead there with the 38 on the outside of him. 38's going to be able to get in front. 3 wide for second, third, fourth, fifth. 3 wide all the way back to 11th, 12th. And all that erased pretty quickly. But we're still 3 wide here within the top 5. It looks like you're trying to get that outside formed up once more. And that's Scotty Grove there leading the charge there on the outside. Like Walker Thomas is up in the top spot. He's in that middle line. Aiden Kirker. I don't know why I keep wanting to call him Alexander tonight. Too many A's in here racing. Got Alexander here in 4th, Aiden in 5th. There's only 2 A's, but still. That's 2 too many. Walker Thomas first, Zach Lindgren second, Brad D. Peters third as they're 3 wide. Put Aiden Kirker up to 3rd now, but he's going to fall back. I don't think, yeah. Yeah, they're all single file there up top, and they're all a mess down here at the bottom. There is nothing organized about what's going on down where Aiden Kirker's at right now, so he's going to go ahead and fall back. But now he's got a couple drivers in front of him. Scotty Grove there, 55. And the 6th machine of Nathan Smith. Well, now Hayden's going to go ahead and just split the middle. Now we got the top 4. I do believe all 4 of these guys are on the same team. All teammates here tonight. Actually, Walker Thomas is not on the team. Walker Thomas is on Brawls Out Racing. And he is the only one of them up here in the top spot. So he's the lonely dog with Elite 2. Oh, they were 2 and 4. Well, 2, 4, 5. And 6, Jared Rashawn is part of the team. And Aiden Kirker and Jared are working very good together right now. As I think Aiden Kirker has the green light, took it up to the top, was able to block Walker Thomas there. Man. I think iRacing is neck coating these cars into the wall. At least I would hope so. But Jared Rashawn's up to the point now. Coming out of turn number 4. He's got Brad D. Peters all behind him. We got bumping and banging there going on behind. As we're coming down to 8 laps to go. Well, actually 9 laps to go. Thank you all for tuning in here tonight to see the finish here of the Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series race here at Talladega. It's definitely been an exciting one. It's been a good one. Had a few cautions as we have the driver. I think that was, yes, Scotty Watson. That will be the end of his night, and right now, he's coasting. Hopefully he can go ahead and get that car towed before a caution comes out. He is out of the racing surface, though, so I don't think iRacing will deem him a threat. But I have been proven wrong before by iRacing, so I won't say yes, I won't say no. But yes, he's off. He's in the garage now. So as we're 3 wide, looks like 2nd, 3rd, and now we're back down to 2 wide. Every time they get to the weird part of the camera angle, they go ahead and get back to somewhat normal racing. Even though 3 wide here at Talladega is normal. Zach Lindgren up into the point here, coming down to 7 laps to go. He's got his teammate behind him, Aiden Kirker, and Josh Duke, also a teammate behind him. Walker Thomas there, part of Brawls Out Racing. He's with Jeremy Brown and Nathan Yarnell. Nathan Yarnell is here right behind. Well, he's on the outside. Yes, he is with his teammate Walker Thomas. Right now, they're both helping Aiden Kirker, and they're hoping Aiden's going to go ahead and drop it down to the bottom, but they're not. Well, he's not anyway. I think right now what they're doing, Aiden and Zach, they're controlling both lines, and you're just going to have, hopefully, if it pans out this way for the next 5.5 laps, have one of them two win it, and everybody else go ahead and finish behind you. As now Aiden Kirker is going to get stuck in the sucker hole. He's going to fall back. So that plan is now a wash. That's what happens here when it comes to super speedway racing. You could have 20 plans in place, and 18 of them go according to plan, but the last 2 do not go according to plan, and you got to go ahead. You got to adjust on the fly. That's what these drivers are doing now, as everything is now on the line here, as we're 3 wide, almost 4 wide there. That was the 15, and Nathan Yarnell almost peaked at 4 wide, but was not able to do that, thankfully. So we're now down to 4 laps to go. And I would not expect that the 3 and 4 wide racing is over with White yet. Especially with the run these cars get in the next gen. Looks like Aiden Kirk is going to go ahead and take it up to the top. Got a little help there from the 55 of Scotty Grove. Put them 2 back up to the top spots, 1 and 2. Alexander is able to get around Jared as well. Put him in a 3rd. Jared Rashawn 4th. But here comes Alexander. He went up to the top. Now he's back down to the bottom. He looks like he's going to be able to try to work his way around that 39 Aiden Kirker, but Aiden's got some help there with the 60 machine of Jared Rashawn. And everybody's all over the place, trying to figure out where they want to be here. We're back to 3 wide. Almost had a contact there and a driver up into the wall, but now you got Zach Lindgren making his way up to the top, well, midline, I should say, because the top you got the 38/9 machine. That would be the 38 of Shane leading the way there up in the top side. Got motorsports 1, 2, 3. Waiting for get down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. Get out of turn 3 and 4 down the tri-oval. And once we cross the start-finish line, take that white flag. It does not matter what happens afterwards. We're 4 wide back here. Oh, Lord. That lasted just a turn, but we were 4 wide. But we're going to go ahead and take the white flag here. We're going to end this under regulation tonight, folks. 1 more lap to go. And this is where we're going to stay here for the rest of the race. Up here in the front, we got Aiden Kirker 1st, Jared Rashawn 2nd, Zach Lindgren 3rd, Scotty Grove 4th, Josh Duke 5th, Bradley Williams 6th. And, I mean, it's still anybody's race. You can go all the way back to 10th spot. Even Matt Murr sitting here in 10th can go ahead and finish in the top spot. But coming through 3 and 4 for the final time here tonight. Waiting for Jared to try to make a move, but I don't think he's going to do that on his teammate. As they're going through the trial oval, Zach Lindgren's going to go ahead and jump to the outside, but it does not matter. Aiden Kirker's going to go ahead and win it here tonight. Jared Rashawn second, and Zach Lindgren rounding out the top 3. So that is a clean sweep here tonight for Elite Motorsports, finishing 1, 2, and 3 here at Talladega. They showed here tonight, teammates matter. And congratulations to all 3 of them drivers. Go ahead and wait for them to go ahead and make their trip around the track. Cool down lap here, and Aiden Kirker gonna go ahead and get down there in the trial oval and burn it up, I'm sure. Well-deserved win here. Had that wreck there on lap 3, part of the big one here tonight, and he was able to get down pit road, get that fast repair, and that was the difference maker. Getting that fast repair, just being in the right spot at the right time, making the right kind of moves late in the race here tonight. So congratulations goes to that 39 machine of Aiden Kirker. And we're going to go ahead, folks. We're going to go ahead and step away, find our top 3, get them up into the broadcast booth. So don't go anywhere, folks. We will be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. I have found the top three. We're going to go ahead and get them down here for post-race interviews. First up is that 85 machine of Zach Lindgren. So let's go ahead and pull him up into the broadcast booth. Well, Zach, wasn't a win here tonight, but still a top three, and most importantly, a team sweep here tonight at Talladega with Elite Motorsports finishing 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and talk about your night. How was it for you tonight here at Talladega in that 85 Ford Mustang?
It was a hectic night. I wrote in the back about the first 40 laps, and man, I probably got doored a couple times, almost spun a couple of times. I wasn't expecting to have that much fun down there at the back, but no, it was a good night. It's like you said, for Elite Motorsports going 1, 2, 3, and even 4 for that matter. So it was a really good night for us. You know, we're pretty good at these things. Apparently, we know how to get ourselves up to points. So that's big kudos to Aiden, Jared, Josh, Liam, Brad, everybody in Elite. They know how to work together, and it's fun being a part of a group of people that know how to get together and push as hard as they can go.
Yeah, you know the saying when it comes to plate racing, teammates matter, and most importantly, teammates that can work good together really make the difference when it comes to winning it or breaking it. And tonight you guys definitely showed your strength when it comes to working together, finishing 1, 2, 3, and just outside the podium spot in 4th. So very, very, very good showing here for you guys tonight. But next, next week, let me pull up the schedule here real quick. Next week, you guys go ahead and move on to the Atlanta Double. I do believe that's the old and new version, if I'm not mistaken. A little bit similar to what you guys ran, earlier in the year here with, the ISRL on Tuesday nights with the Phoenix track. So go ahead and, talk about, what are you looking forward to going to Atlanta next week for the double here on the 22nd?
If we go to the old Atlanta, I've never ran these cars on the old Atlanta, so that's going to be a whole new experience. I'm kind of looking forward to see how these cars fare on old Atlanta. They're really bumpy, so these cars are probably going to be very hard to control, very difficult. And as for New Atlanta, man, not my most favorite track by any means. So I might just do what I did tonight, just kind of ride around for a little bit, get my bearings, understand what runs do and where they come from, and then try to get myself into a situation like tonight where we're contending for a win, helping teammates get a win. So, that's, like I said, old Atlanta, don't know what to expect, but new Atlanta, it's going to be really close. That track's really easy to slip up on. The front stretch is extremely wide at the line, so anything could happen with a big run. So, we'll just have to see how that Atlanta turns out. But for the time being, I think I'm looking forward to old Atlanta. I like old Atlanta a little bit more than new Atlanta.
See, I'm the opposite. I like New Atlanta better.
You like New Atlanta? That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, nothing against old Atlanta. I mean, it is a good track. If you know how to save your tires and know where to avoid the bumps and everything like that, old Atlanta is definitely the better track. But when it comes to my luck, I just have better luck on New Atlanta. It just reminds me so much of what we just had here tonight with the super speedway racing, and I tend to kind of excel when it comes to tracks like these, just because of the fact you get the blood pumping because you're 3 wide, you're 4 wide, you don't know what to expect, you don't know where it's going to happen at, and you're just hoping it's not you.
That's fair.
But at the same time, you played the right strategy as well, just laying back, taking your time, letting all the events take place in front of you, and just minding your P's and Q's until, it mattered most. And, you even led yourself 5 laps out here tonight. up 11 spots from where you started the race. So, props goes to you for finishing third. I mean, obviously you wanted the victory here tonight, I'm sure, but to just have two teammates and finishing in that podium spot with you, I'm sure that means more than a victory here tonight. So, before we go ahead and let you celebrate your third place victory here tonight, Zach, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before you go ahead and celebrate here at Talladega tonight?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out to, like I said, Elite Motorsports. These guys are a great bunch of guys to be around, especially on when it comes to super speedway racing. Like I said, we always seem to find ourselves up towards the front, coming towards the end of these things, and it's just all due to the teamwork and communication that we had. The first part of the race, we were just kind of, like I said, we were just kind of lax. We were trying to understand where everything was and how aggressive everybody was going to be. And then the second part of the race, there probably was not a silent moment. Everybody was, communicating where runs were coming from and what to look for, high line, low line. It is a great overall team run, no matter where everybody finished. So I can't thank Elite enough for giving me a home. HMS Motorsport, NASCAR Diecast fans for being on the car, you up here in the booth doing what you do. The league admins putting on this thing. This is a really fun cup league. A good show, good turnout tonight. So hopefully that continues on into next week. Everybody watching back home, and that's all I got for right now, buddy.
Yeah, definitely a good show in here tonight. 22 drivers and a few names I haven't seen in here before. So definitely good to see those drivers show out here tonight, and hopefully that just continues to grow from here on, to the end of the season. But enjoy this one, Zach, and until next Wednesday night at Atlanta, the double. Pretty sure it's the old and new, but until we get official on that, good luck to you going in next week. And if it is the old/new, definitely expect you to see you win at least one of them. So, well, no pressure. No pressure,
no
Zach.
Pressure. All right. Great. Thanks, bud.
So enjoy this third place victory, and we'll see you back out on the track at Atlanta next Wednesday night.
Appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, that takes us up to our second place finisher, Jared Rashawn. Had to go ahead and pick on Zach there. He was talking how much he liked the old Atlanta over the new, so just go ahead and put that pressure on him real quick. But Jared is going to go ahead and finish second here tonight. Teammates in front of you, teammates behind you at the latter part of the race here tonight. But, early on it was just battle, just surviving. Go ahead and talk about how was it for you here tonight at Talladega?
Yeah, I feel like I was in every wreck. I had like 4 minutes of damage and never took the fast repair. And just found myself there at the end, I guess. I don't know how, but the car was able to keep up. I didn't feel like I could lead good. Whenever I was out front with Brad, we swapped so that way we could hopefully keep a little bit more speed. But I guess the car was okay behind somebody because we were able to finish P2.
For all that damage, you got a very clean car from what I can see. So you're definitely got to give your pit crew a raise here tonight. After the job they did getting that car repaired. But moving on to from Talladega, going into next Tuesday, Jared. Not Tuesday, Wednesday. My days are all confused up. Next Wednesday, here for the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, we go to the Atlanta Double, which I'm assuming is the old and new Atlanta combined in one race, but it's actually two races. Go ahead and talk about, what are you looking forward to going to Atlanta next Wednesday night?
Yeah, hopefully, the super speedway is just probably going to be chaotic and just battle survival, but the old Atlanta, hopefully we can save our tires and be there at the end. I'm always decent at that track saving tires, but I don't know about this car. So we'll just have to see in the race, but hopefully we'll have something for them on both of them.
Just a little FYI. If it goes anything like last time I raced on Old Atlanta, it's going to wear like Bristol. So you would probably be a good betting man to try to save your right front if it's, a hot sunny day at the old Atlanta. Just give you a little heads up there, Jared.
Maybe we can take that information and use it good next week.
Yeah, but don't use it too good because I don't want to take the, the downfall. I don't need investigated for doing any, inside stuff. No, I'm just kidding. Anybody go back and watch this bad bit part and, get their little testing going and underway. They got a week to go ahead and do it. But Jared, before we go ahead and let you go celebrate not only your second place finish, but, your teammates sweep here tonight, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Any final thoughts or shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go celebrating that Ford Mustang 27 diecast fans machine, celebrate your PC fans?
Yeah, I just want to thank all my teammates at Elite. It definitely takes a team to win these races, have drivers working together well, and all of us here, we seem to just really get along and know how to help each other go to the front. And just going to thank all of them for all the work all race. And like I told Aiden there, I thought we was going to get pinned in, so I was committed to him all the way just to make sure one of us won. And I'm happy to see him get back in victory lane. He's been out these second places, and now he's got 3 in like the last 3 weeks or something. But congrats to him on the win, Zach on the 3rd, and Josh coming on 4th there. Diecast fans for being on the car, you for broadcasting, and Walker for putting the league on.
All right, Jared. Well, thank you again for, coming out and supporting the leagues out here that you race in. Enjoy this second place finish, and we'll see you next Wednesday night at the Atlanta Double. Until then, enjoy this one, and see you back out there on the track.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and that will take us to our victor here tonight in that 39 machine, Kenilworth Ford Mustang. So let's go ahead and bring him up into the broadcast booth. Aiden Kirker. Well, man, your night did not go the way you wanted it to, but it ended the way you wanted it to. Go ahead and talk about your nights of, down and then up and then ultimately in victory lane here tonight at Talladega.
I mean, I guess the theme of the night was down, up, upside down, up again. I don't know. It was odd. Going from flipping on lap 2 to winning the race. I mean, I can't say I've ever done that one before, but hey, here we are. It's first for everything. No, I mean, it was a fun night. These cars are, I dump on these next gens basically every chance I get because I don't like them. But it's the plate package or the super speedway package in iRacing is awesome. I mean, the racing is great. The runs are amazing. Just you can push. I mean, the side drafting effect, the way they in a pack they handle it pretty well. I mean, by themselves they wander, but it just makes for some really entertaining racing. Like as a driver, it's really fun to race, and as a spectator, it's really fun to watch, I'm sure. And we can have some cautions here, and that kind of brings it down a little bit. But overall, it was a really fun race. And at the end, we were just, teamwork prevailed. And thankfully, I had my guys at Elite that had my back, and Jared, Zach, and Josh, and pulling out 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can't make those second jokes anymore. That's a thing of the past. We're back-to-back weeks where I visited you as a winner, so those second jokes are slowly going away.
Yeah, those jokes are definitely trending downward. You're definitely trending in the other direction now, to where you're starting to become a regular back up into the broadcast booth as a victor, and it's a good thing to see, Aiden. Long overdue, I will say that. But
I agree. I like seeing it too.
But you talk about your nights of down and ups, and upside down, sideways, from the back to the front, having teammates with you working together, and we had a little tidbit there to where we had a little bit of green flag racing, and you had a caution, a little bit of green flag racing, and a caution. And I think that's just the mixture of what you were talking about with the package with these next gen cars, and people just, trying to find a limit to these cars. And when you find a limit on these cars, it goes extreme real quick. But glad to see you, redeem yourself from the lap 2 spin flip, and get that pit crew to work on getting you a new car very quickly, and get back out here on track and work your way back up to the front. And like you said, a clean sweep for Elite Motorsports 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm looking forward to Atlanta next Wednesday night, Aiden, for the Atlanta double. With just gonna assume that's a race with the old track and a race with the new track. Just go ahead, real quick, and talk about what what you're expecting going into next Wednesday night with these next gen cars with the 2 different track combos.
Yeah, that Atlanta double sounds eerily familiar.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. No, I was already told on that one. It's awesome. I think it's gonna be a good time. It's I don't know how these next gens are gonna handle in old Atlanta. I hope good. I don't think I've ran these things on the old worn out surface, but it should. I mean, the Legacy Atlanta creates great racing, so I'm excited for it. And the new Atlanta with this next gen Cup car, at least for real life, makes awesome racing. So I don't think that'll be any different next week. I think next week's going to be fun for us drivers and fun for the people at home watching. So looking forward to that. But yeah, should be a good night.
Yeah, it definitely should. And the old Atlanta, it just, as you would expect, old Atlanta just stayed that right front tire as long as you can. And when it comes to the new one with these next gen cars at Talladega, except you don't get loose.
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, quite the opposite. But before we go ahead and let you go, Aiden, and celebrate your second victory in 2 weeks, man. Go ahead and talk about final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you. What is that? Kenworth on your Kenworth, right above your Ford Mustang. So go ahead and give your final thoughts, shout outs before we go ahead and let you celebrate in that 39 Kenworth.
You had to throw in the Ford Mustang, didn't you? I try to forget that I'm driving that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious here. I'm looking right at it.
I know. I'm forced into it. I'm a Chevy guy, and they're making me run a Ford. I don't like it. But no, I just before I think team and family and all that stuff, I just want to give a props to Walker with this startup, with the affiliation with CART and Lance Anthony William Rucker, I think it is. I should probably know that. But hats off to Walker. I know that the league's fresh, and I'm sure there's some kinks that I'm sure he's looking at wanting to work out. But I've had fun in every race I've ran this season, and that's really hard to say about a lot of leagues. I've joined a lot of leagues, and it's just simply not the same. You have your really rough nights, and sometimes they're really common. But so far, I missed one race. I think I missed Auto Club for I don't know why I missed that. I think I wasn't home. But Daytona was short-lived. Had fun there. Vegas was a blast. Iowa, while the car was a handful, I personally had a lot of fun. And tonight, again, had a lot of fun. So just want to give a hats off to him. I think he's doing a great job. I think there's a lot of potential for this league to be, super, super good. I think it's off to a really good start. And just looking forward to the rest of the season. I know it's a short, quick season. But it's been a lot of fun. So excited for next week. Excited for the rest of the races. I'm excited to see what becomes of this league, because I think it could be really something special. And just want to thank my guys at Elite Motorsports, Jared, Zach, Brad, Josh, and Liam tonight, as well as Anthony and Michael, but they weren't here tonight. Want to thank those guys, as always. Great group of you guys to get to run with. Great group of guys I get to call friends, and I just happen to race with them on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, and wouldn't choose another group. And want to thank my girlfriend for watching. I think she's watching, and probably my grandmother is watching. I didn't send her the link. That's my bad. So she had to search for herself. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm also sorry I tore up the grass. She gets mad when they do burnouts in the grass in real life, so that probably wasn't a smart thing to do. I'm probably going to get a talking to. But, and as always, thank you for broadcasting. You do a phenomenal job. I actually have 2 broadcasts to watch. I have last night and tonight to watch. So I'm going to do that tonight. So, thank you as always.
Aiden Kirk is going to be a busy man here after the post-race interviews, but congrats, Aiden, to you once again on your victory here tonight. And yeah, just to kind of extend on what you said about the first season here with the kart league, definitely a good foundation that's been established here. A lot of good drivers. As always, there's things to learn, things to improve, but definitely a good foundation. Definitely looking forward to how this league going to expand and grow off of just this one season. But enjoy this one, Aiden, and definitely looking forward to Atlanta next week for the Atlanta double. But I'm gonna have to start rooting against you here at some point, Aiden. I'm just saying, 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, listen, it happens. I won't take it personal.
Nothing personal. I'm just, like, okay, come on. Now you're starting to act like LeBron.
Listen, I gotta get my win in it now. I won't be here in the fall.
That's true. That's true. But Aiden, go ahead and enjoy this one, man. Well-deserved victory for you tonight, and can't wait to see you back out there on the track next Wednesday night for the Kart League at Atlanta. Until then, celebrate this one and enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alrighty, folks. Well, that will conclude the interviews here tonight. So let's go ahead and get down to the final results here tonight for Talladega. Aiden Kirker finishing in that top spot in that 39 machine. Congratulations, Aiden, once again on the victory here tonight. Jared Rashawn second. Zach Lindgren third. Josh Duke fourth. Elite Motorsports 1, 2, 3, 4. Tom Boren finishing fifth in the 06 machine. Matt Murr in the 72 finishing sixth. Walker Thomas in the 12 finishing seventh. Alexander in the 57 finishing eighth. Lima Carlson in the 01 finishing ninth. Scotty Grove in the 55 finishing 10th. And Shane finishing 11th here tonight. Back in 12th, the 116 of Bradley Williams. The 45, Brian L. Jones is going to finish 13th here tonight. Brad T. Peters in the 05 finishing 14th. Nathan Yarnell in the 15 finishing 15th here tonight. Nathan Smith in the 6th machine finishing 16th. Then we got Matthew Rodriguez in the 51 finishing 17th. Scott Watson in the 14 finishing 18th. The 88 of Jeremy B. Brown finishing 19th. And rounding out the top 20, John R. Creighton in the 66 machine. Back in 21st, we got Bryson Stafford in the 61. 22nd, we got Lance Anthony in the 52. And that will finish the standings here tonight. Well, folks, it's been a pleasure. It's been an honor to broadcast here tonight for the Kart Crown Athletics Racing Tour Cup Series here tonight at Talladega. Congratulations to Aiden Kirker once again on the victory, and the other 21 competitors out here tonight competing. Might have not been the night you wanted, but you guys put on one heck of a show. And then don't forget, folks, tune in tomorrow night, starting at 7:45, or actually be more like 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, for another special broadcast from the Kart League the Crown Athletics Racing Tour, they're going to go ahead and put on a Indy 500 race here tomorrow night, right here on Extreme Racing TV. You guys definitely don't want to miss that. Until then, folks, take care of yourselves and each other and have a good night.